What's up, guys? NBA Talk. Last video of the night. The main event of the evening. The San Antonio Spurs versus the Golden State Warriors. A lot of people are going to be dogging on the Golden State Warriors tomorrow. Well, technically it's tomorrow right now, but gonna be a lot of people gonna be dogging and say like, the Spurs spanked their asses. But keep in mind, this is only the first game of the season, so you don't know what's gonna happen future on. So let's keep our judgment of the team so far until later into the season. Then we'll see. Then we could say what's what. The San Antonio Spurs win 129 to Golden State Warriors 100. San Antonio Spurs set the tone throughout the entire night. Great offense, great ball movement, great pick and rolls, making sure any person has an opportunity to score, they got it. They just tried their best to make sure the next man is gonna get it. Oh no, pass it on. A new person is open to get the ball. Pretty much their same formula they have been doing for the past couple of years, unchanged. No one can seem to predict it or anyhow. It is what it is. The defense is where it's at. Keeping the Warriors in bay. The Warriors tried to build momentum. The Spurs just cut them off from their legs. Just chopped their legs off and said, nope, you ain't running nowhere. We're going to stop you right there. And that's pretty much it. And keep in mind, people, the Spurs last year were the #1 defensive team in the league last year. They won 67 games, a franchise record. That still is not talked about. Second in the Western Conference, second in the league actually. They were crazy back last year, and they've just been a forgotten name. So you can't ignore them now. Can't ignore them now. And I even judged them because I was really worrying with the loss of Tim Duncan, who's going to be guarding the inside game, where they did it pretty good. Very pretty good. That's all I can really say about that. And they defended the 3-ball as well. Very, very well. So let's get into the stats. LaMarcus Aldridge, 26 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. He played very, very good. It took him a while to catch up, but he picked it up. Kawhi Leonard, this man is beastly. We can't ignore him no more. We cannot ignore Kawhi Leonard no more. 10 out of 21 shooting, 35 points, 15 out of 15 shooting from the free throw line. 15 out of 15 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals. This boy is killer. And he's one of I bet you he's going to be at least one of the nominees for MVP of this year, because this guy is balling. He's great on offense now, not just on defense, offense as well. Picking people's cookies all over the place. Just crazy. You have Kyle Anderson filling in for Danny Green, who's out. He only played 22 minutes, but he played good defense. He used his length, his size to guard up Klay Thompson pretty well. You have Paul Gasol. I now get what people are talking about. I'm starting to see that because for the past couple of years, I keep ignoring the fact that he's kind of weak on the defensive department. And I didn't understand how people could see that because he was one of the league's rebounding leaders. He had a couple blocks in. I didn't understand why people ignored him. Now I'm starting to see why, because he was really, really lacking tonight. He needs to get on his game. Maybe he he's not used to it yet, and this is the first game of the season. Hopefully, he get better at this. Tony Parker, 9 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He was effective tonight, even though it's a low stats. But his age is catching up, basically. That's all I can say. David Lee coming off the bench with 6 points. Demon with 2 points, but he played hell out of defense with his 8 rebounds, 2 block shots. You got Mills, who he played point guard pretty well. Him and Ginobili played point guard pretty damn well. 11 points for Mills, 5 assists from him as well with 4 steals, and then 10 points from Ginobili, 2 assists on steal. And you got this boy Simmons. I think Jonathan Simmons just going off. And this is what I love. This is what I want to see for the future. Because it's going to be at some point, Tony Parker, Ginobili, probably next in line. They're going to be gone. And then you're going to need someone to fill the void. You're going to need people to replace these guys for the future. And that's what I was worrying before, even, especially when Tim Duncan retired. He's gone. And I was scared, like, okay, there's going to be a problem. Who are they going to refer to down low? Who's it going to refer to in the backcourt? They're proving it right. The bench is being effective. That's why Popovich is one of the greatest of all time. He knows how to utilize anybody and make them better. This is crazy, man. 20 points from Simmons, man. 48% overall from the field for the Spurs. 50% from the three-point range. Outscored the Warriors in the three-point range. 55 rebounds, 25 assists, 13 steals, 3 block shots, and only 13 turnovers. Great start to start the season. Now we go to the Warriors. A lot of these guys had good game. Kevin Durant had a phenomenal game tonight. Stephen Curry too. It's just that it was not enough because it was lacking, which I will get into. So here it is. Kevin Durant, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 block shots. Great game from him. Great game from him. Stephen Curry, 9 out of 18 shooting, 26 points overall, 4 assists. Unfortunately, he had 4 turnovers as well. Got to do a better job on that. Maybe try to get more people involved. Well, I wouldn't say that because he was really getting people involved. It was not happening for him because they were just picking his pockets all over. Especially Kawhi Leonard when he was guarding him. Klay Thompson, 5 out of 13 shooting, 1 out of 6 from the three-point range, 11 points only. Draymond Green, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals, and a block shot. Pretty good damn game from him. But he got overwhelmed for sure. Zaza Pachulia, 3 rebounds and assists, 2 points. That's pretty much it. He doesn't seem to be an answer for the down low front court. Then we look to the bench. And this is where I get in. And I mentioned this in the off-season video, I think. The bench seems lacking because all the pieces that were there. Barbosa, Space. Who else? Exili. I think someone else as well. This bench doesn't seem pretty good at all. They're just trying to pull something out of their asses, but they couldn't do anything about it. David West played 11 minutes, didn't really do anything at all. Andre Iguodala played 27 minutes. He couldn't do really anything. Period. He could not do anything right going on in here. Everybody else, even Sean Livingston couldn't do anything. The bench is lacking. Maybe this is the first game. Like I said, This is the first game of the season. We don't know what they can do later on. Maybe they have to build chemistry or anything. But this is something that needs to be looked at. The bench is something that really needs to be looked at. It has been a huge factor for the Warriors because you have this second unit that's ready to dismantle, that can handle even a starting team. That's crazy. So pretty much it. 46% from the field overall, 21% from the three-point range, 72% from the free throw line, 35 rebounds, 24 assists, 11 steals, 6 block shots, and 16 turnovers. So that's pretty much it, and that's it for tonight. A great start, a great look at on these games. New York and Cleveland. My New York Knicks needs to shape up because we got squashed. My Portland Trailblazers put in that work. The Jazz, they got some things to work on, but they're looking pretty good. The Spurs dominating the Golden State Warriors. Issues for the Golden State Warriors. A lot of strengths looked at for the Spurs. So that's it. Spurs go up. Remember, this is day one. Day one. It's not over yet. So, peace out, guys.